All right, we are live. So, welcome everybody to the first episode of Behind the Scanner Roundtable. We have no idea what the hell to expect. This is going to be a little bit of a different show than what you're used to. Not the traditional back and forth interviews. We're going to put a topic out there, and people will be free to respond to it. I'm going to try to moderate these guys as much as I possibly can. If you try to hog the airtime, I will mute you. I'll keep tally of points of who makes good points, and maybe there'll be a winner at the end. I'll give a code to or something like that. But with that, let's kind of kick things off. We had a couple of technical issues, so let me just introduce the guests on the left side. Going to my right, we've got Dan Reg from the Pacific Northwest. What's up, man?
What's up,
Thanks
everybody?
for joining us tonight. We have got Kevin Hagen, Lord Deathstrike, joining us, whose lower third seems to be, I don't know, a goatee. We've got Kosh the Ripper. I don't know where he's from. Rippers are usually like in London, the 1800s. So time traveling today, I guess, to join us.
Northwest of Nashville.
Okay, that works. And of course, the Donald Trump of Ingress, Michael Anderson.
I had to wear a hat, but it doesn't say Make America Great.
That's
I like
nice,
my
nice,
cheese
nice.
and
Tremendous,
slices.
Michael. It's a tremendous hat.
So let's just jump in.
We got Pony Riders hat, by the way. New one.
We got about 28 minutes. Like I said, I'm going to try to moderate as best I can. Yeah, let's have some fun. So, with that, the first topic I want to talk about has been something that everybody's been talking about for the last several weeks, maybe even more, and that is the XM drought. So let's start off with, did you like it? Did you not like it? Did it affect you? Did it not affect you? I don't know. What are your thoughts?
Reminded me of back in the day when we didn't have any cubes and you had to drive around and scoop XM everywhere. You'd end up in a battle with somebody and you're like, oh wait, hold on, I gotta go and get more XM to throw off more bursters. So having that experience, it didn't really, having it and having power cubes, it wasn't as bad, but still it was kind of annoying.
Yeah, I think the first day until the cube rate went up, it was kind of panicking. After the cube rate went up, then I think everybody got accustomed to it.
I was able to stockpile cubes long before that, so it didn't really affect me. And then the cube rush came, so that was pretty cool.
Was it like a
Mine's-
tsunami? Go ahead.
I was going to say, mine was easy. I moved specifically to a 50-plus Resistance 8 portal farm. And so I've never been low on cubes. So you can starve us all you want. I remember 2013. The great XM loss,
Yeah.
Back in my day, we had to run around to get XM on the ground. You couldn't deploy.
we were
There was no
thankful.
power cubes. Yes.
It's a shame.
Halfway through a farm, everyone leaves and comes back to finish it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
I still remember the days when it's driving around to suck up the XM was a way to stop attacks.
I hated that though, when you're in the middle of a fight. I hated that when you're in the middle of a fight and throwing off bursters and then you're out of XM and you just have to walk away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the worst feeling.
Well, thankfully, we've got Lawson cubes now. I never run.
I would listen you all day long.
So it doesn't sound like it affected your gameplay much. Is that safe to say?
No,
No.
not at all.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah. All right.
No, I glyph just as much, if not more.
Well,
Yeah,
all right,
I can't do that. No, I can't do the speed glyph hack thing. I had to have a buddy of mine sit and do it on my phone so I could try it. I'm like, how was that little... No, I'm never getting that. Bag it.
Have you tried the complex glyph? Have you tried that complex, entering that in the command channel?
Yep. That's what I'm talking about. I couldn't get it to pull... Like, I did the wrong glyph. And I was glyphing L1s, trying to get low-level resonators. My buddy grabbed my phone and did the complex glyph so it would come out, and I'm like, thanks, man. And I had him do it for like 3 portals because I couldn't figure it out. It's like, well, left fish, stick thing, and then dude in a Fu Manchu. Those were the glyphs, you know.
Fu Manchu.
Use the
Isn't
little
that what
triangle and the big
Netflix for
circle. It's
level
Fu
one
Manchu
portal?
guy. Well, yeah, I needed the rezos. You know, I don't want the
Who
bursters.
else
I leave
has
those on
nicknames?
someone's doorstep.
Does everybody else have nicknames for glyphs? Because I don't really know all of them by name. When you're learning it, you just like, yeah, that's the stick.
Yeah, that's
Well,
that's the dog
Yeah,
bar.
the bow tie, the upside down box,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
big arrow, the small arrow.
Yeah, I think everybody comes up with their own names.
Well,
Then
let's
they had all the new ones, and sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say let's talk about the reason for the XM drought. Are you guys? I know a few of you guys are investigators. You pride yourselves on being members of Operation Essex. So I think catch us up. Why did the XM drought happen?
That was because when the Obsidian Shield was actually activated, it was using all of the Portal XM to take the influence out of the Portal network upon us.
Yeah, I think that the unknown question is the shield using the XM to power it, or is it blocking the XM?
Well, what do you think?
The shield's using the XM to power it, and the XM is what was used for the mind virus.
Interesting.
That's what we call blue fields,
Don't-
mind virus.
Hey, man, we're freeing your mind, man. We're like the inner hippies. I have no idea what's going on with the XM. I just call Dave and say, do I need to hack something different? And that's about it.
That's fair
That's
enough.
I
So-
make big triangles and laugh. That's pretty much my game. I make fun of people.
I gut things. I don't make triangles.
See, I have Audrey. I just need lots of XM to feed that beast.
So that's actually interesting. I think you guys, you all have different playing styles, in fact. So
Yeah.
let's go down the list. I'm gonna go again left to right. So Dan, how would you characterize like you as a player? What if you had to sum yourself up like in one word? What would that be?
Diplomatic. I like to go out and work with all the agents out there and try to formulate a real positive atmosphere and real positive gameplay. I'm pretty fierce on the scanner, but friendly in person, and that's kind of what the XFCT logo is all about. This one right here, you can shake hands in person and blow up the world at the same time. So, really, my thing is about being able to separate the IRL from the avatar and manage both at the same time.
That was slightly longer than one word, but we'll allow it. We'll accept it. All right. Evan, how about yourself? How would you describe yourself as a player? Lord Deathstrike.
I'm definitely more the boomer out there. I'm the one that's got to go out and you look at the stats. The destruction is way higher than anything else.
Yeah, we should call you Seymour because you protect that lovely farm called Audrey that's in Gettysburg.
Yeah, that kind of take that personally when there's anything green there.
Yeah. Lots of portals to go boom.
Yeah, when you got 1,000 portals there and you try to keep a couple hundred at 8s, it's a chore.
All right, Kosh, what about yourself?
Terrorism.
All right.
One
That
word.
was actually recorded right there.
That was you know what, though? He kept it to one word, so I appreciate that. But now we have to ask you to expand upon it.
For me, I love to cause utter destruction and fear in my opponents on the playing field. In person, I'm completely nice and not a jerk. So I've often been called a snapping turtle because I strike and I strike hard, and you don't see it coming.
Okay. Speaking of jerks, Mr. Hughes, what? How?
Yeah, that's me. My whole goal is to either aggravate the hell out of someone, which makes me laugh hysterically. You took a game that seriously. Either that or make a really big field and laugh about it. I just love someone goes, I can't play now. I don't care. If you can't figure out how to play with this pretty blueness, then I don't care. And then we make fun of each other. And, one of my favorite frogs is Dark Knight is his game name. I call him Dork Knight. I once called him Shane on accident. He PM'd me. He's like, are you mad at me for something? Because I've called him Dork for so many years in playing. So it's kind of our love-hate. We're all friends and goof around. But, yeah, we try and mock each other relentlessly. It's good times. People who get emotional over it make me laugh. So...
there's
more than
certain
one
things
word.
You take seriously, and yeah, certain things that you just got to kind of let it go. We do have some people chatting in our chat room, so if you're watching us live right now, go to behindthescanner.com, click on chat up at the top, and join our chat room. To answer your question, Mumu, yes, you can ask questions of the Roundtable guests. I will try to keep an eye on the chat, and I will get that on the air. But all right, let's get back to another topic that actually involves the power cubes and the XM drought, because I'm curious to know what your guys' thoughts are, particularly Kosh and Kevin, since you guys follow the investigation a little bit more closely than the others. But that is Oliver Lindenwolf. So, Mr. Anderson, he mentioned the whole thing about the power cubes and the deluge of those, and that was a result of Oliver Lindenwolf releasing a stockpile. Like, what do you think that he can do with the Portal Network in general? Because that's kind of scary that he can just put things out there, right? So, Kosh, what are your thoughts?
Me?
I mean,
Oliver Lindenwolf did make the iOS version of the scanner app, and he's still a simulacrum, so he was either abducted or they hyper-threaded him out of the Acolyte's compound when that attack came. I honestly feel that he's wanting to break the influence from both the Shapers and the Nazir for the betterment. But that's me.
Yeah, I think he's just all about himself and what knowledge can he get out there. But it's interesting with the cubes, it's where was he storing them in the network? It brought up something. We know that the corporations can put stuff out into the network, but where is it being stored and where's their warehouses? Apparently that's in the ether somewhere that we haven't heard about.
That's a very good point. I don't know, Dan, you got any more thoughts?
I don't think that everybody was as affected by the drought as they might have been expecting. There's a lot of misunderstanding about what the Obsidian Shield does. As a matter of fact, I can see a question here what the Obsidian Shield does. So, you guys, what do you think about that one?
What is the purpose of the shield?
Yeah, what's up with the shield?
I'll hit that one. I think it's a cross-faction thing started by Dan, because neither person wants it, neither team. And it doesn't matter what happened in the last Obsidian. Oh, the shield's coming up, and we're all screwed with XM. I blame cross-faction action for that. It should be stuck with, parties, alcohol, and general just laughing together, I think. So, take it too serious, we have no XM.
And we're all in the same boat.
It could be worse. We could get the decay rate to go back up and no XM.
Oh, cool, no. You have horrible ideas. Show me BFE portals I have to reach. No. Oh man, I just want to cut my wrists thinking about that.
That could be interesting. Yeah, decay rate and that. All right. Kosh, I know you follow things. What are your thoughts? What is the point of the shield and Aegis Nova?
The point of the Obsidian Shield is to actually absorb the XM from the Portal Network, which is coming from the Shapers and the Nazir, to block their influence upon people. And the Aegis Nova should be what shatters that.
So Aegis Nova is going to be the shattering of the shield. Do you think, what repercussions could there be from that occurring? You think it's positive? XM comes back? Do you think it could be negative with, something else going away?
Do you remember in Avengers 2 when Thor's hammer hits Captain America's shield? That's my prediction. We're all going to be leveled for 20 minutes.
If you look at the example happened in Niantic Labs with Enoch Dolby, where the XM was flooded in and all the sensitives ended up in some kind of a hyper state. You know, if you take that to an extreme, then hypothetically that could happen to all the agents that are playing.
We're all going to be cloned? Wow. Well, no, simulacrums. That's not really a clone. That would explain a lot.
No, what he's talking about is a state of hyper creativity.
Yeah.
I've actually researched this at great length.
What does your research say? Is it possible?
It's possible. It's a heightened mental state. There's actually a website out there. It's called the Flow Genome Project, and there is science behind this where the brain goes from working in alpha and beta waves over to gamma waves, and the exact focus of that, and the XM transmits on the gamma waves. So when someone is in that mental state, they're a target to be able to be directly influenced by Shapers or Nazir, whichever one is touching that person through the nearest portal.
Yeah. So in other words, we need to hire Bruce Banner to research this gamma stuff.
Maybe.
Or we all need to wear tinfoil hats.
I'm being called the Trump of Ingress, so I already have my tinfoil hat. Lining this one.
Yeah, but you don't have the orange healthy glow yet. So
You might have the hair under that pony hat, though.
you never, yeah. Wind will not take it away.
all right, so all right. Let me ask this question then: If Oliver Linton Wolf can do these sort of things, is there anything that you would be scared of him doing? Would you want him to not, obviously, like dialing back, removing all the XMPs from the network would probably be a bad thing, but besides something crazy drastic like that, what things would you be excited for him introducing, and what things would you not be excited about?
I think anything that he brings forward that ends up bringing the agents together in some kind of unified fashion is something that I would really be looking forward to if that really comes to be. I mean, how that would transpire, I don't know. What it would mean, I don't know. But maybe some kind of device, maybe extra XM for everybody after this drought.
Yeah, but if it produced extra XM, it'd be a waste, you know. And so what could you do with the extra XM you can't do now? I mean, you're surviving out there with the cubes or the XM. If you doubled the output, it really wouldn't have a big impact on anything.
That's a good point.
Of XM, you mean?
Yeah. If a portal doubled...
Can we just... Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, if a portal doubled the amount of XM it generated every hour, where would it, you know, as long as the generation scales remain the same, the output wouldn't really have a big impact on most people.
A surplus of XM
I say we just use the...
people wanting to do a lot more recharging and keeping the portals healthier.
Can we just bring back the L8 bursters from early 2013? Like 450 meters, and boom, everything's gone. Just for a week.
Excessive XM would have an effect on the sensitives. Normal people, not so much, unless they're using their scanner excessively. So.
Interesting. Yeah, that would actually, wouldn't it? If there was just a flood. All right.
Imagine giving a 5-year-old full can of Monster and then watching them vibrate.
Oh, that's totally worth it. Oh, yeah. I'll endorse that one in a heartbeat. Get that on film. Actually, my neighbor kids are kind of nice. I've got an idea for tomorrow.
But if extra XM allowed for the extra generation of items, so the hack output was triple, wouldn't be a bad thing.
Don't you have enough items as it is? Like what? You want more items? What? Can you ever have enough items?
You can never have enough items.
No. All right. What about I don't know. Let's see what we got going on in the chat room here. Who's got a question for you guys? Yes, they want to see level 16 weapons. Do you guys want to see level 16 weapons?
Oh yeah, just for the boom. That would be awesome.
Yeah. Hey, bring back the original level 8.
Back on.
Let's make those level 8 bursters of yesteryear the new level 16 bursters.
Well,
Endorse that.
put a level 16 burster out there, but it sucks up all your XM and you can't collect any for 15 minutes. Let it nuke everything in the air, and then you can't do anything.
I leveled the town, but I just have to stand here and cry for 15 minutes.
It's the nuclear option.
You're right.
Yeah,
Suicide
for
best.
some reason, I could see that being slightly abused at anomalies.
Okay.
I'm just going to take this whole farm down with one item.
Yeah.
Might be
Just
slightly
sit there.
overpowered.
Yeah, just sit there and watch all the gray.
Hey, so actually, speaking of anomalies, are you guys going to any of the anomalies?
Yeah, I'll be going to the anomaly coming up in San Diego.
Yeah, I'll be up in New York and in California. Get as many as possible.
Fatherly things. So unfortunately, not this first round.
I got to travel like a mile and a half to go to the Salt Lake anomaly, so I'm boosting up on gasoline now to make sure I make the drive.
So you signed up to be an off-site recharger, is that right?
I mean, yeah, I thought about it, and they said no. Apparently, they think I lie when I do that, but I just sit home and do nothing.
Far away, you can't reach that distance.
Like they literally said, no, I have to see you. I'm like, you've seen my face. You want this in person? And they're like, yeah, okay.
Just going to drive over, get your badge, and then go back home and recharge, right?
Send my phone with someone.
Give them a shirt that has your name on it.
Yeah, this one does.
Hey, XFTC is going to be having a rally in several locations. Check them out. It's usually before the anomaly starts, by the way.
Yeah, grab an opposing player, come up, sign the banner.
Very cool. Are you guys going to get
a banner to Salt Lake? Or...
Hey, we're
if
doing.
Dan doesn't send a banner to Salt Lake, I'm sending toilet paper back.
No, we're going to be facilitating handshakes and giving away cards for people that show good sportsmanship.
Do you have anything going on over in Europe or Japan? Have you sent anything over there?
Oh yeah, we have Germany is going to be going over to the Netherlands, and we also just started a chapter in the Netherlands as well. So they're going to be having their first friendship rally there. And last anomaly, Germany actually had a really successful friendship rally, and they just continue to keep it rolling out. As a matter of fact, they put together the cards that we're going to be handing out stateside.
Very cool. Well, let's keep track on the anomalies. What do you guys think? What's your prediction for the anomaly for Aegis Nova? Is it going to be enlightened or resistance at the end of the day? And I guess the end of the day will be what, July 16th with the Tokyo event?
Yep, Tokyo is the end. It's going to be rough. I think Europe, and looking at the locations, will go resistance. U.S. is still up in the air at the locations. I think it could go anywhere there.
Not Salt Lake.
Tokyo.
Salt Lake's not up in the air.
Yeah, and Tokyo is
that one now.
Yeah, the mix of shards and the normal thing is going to take some people getting used to. I mean, planning is juggling all the balls right now.
I'm pretty
No
sure
pun
we're going to
intended.
see a faction win.
It's possible. There is a total cumulative points at the end. So yes, that's faction will probably win. Yeah. Cool.
I'm
Well,
curious to
let's
see
we got,
Tokyo. That place is a zoo.
Oh man,
Those guys are extreme.
Yeah, they
What
are.
did I hear? I heard somebody say something like, I don't know, what, 10,000 people expected, perhaps? Maybe something like that?
It can get up there with the signups. It's crazy numbers.
Yeah, that'll be fun to watch.
Concentrated in that city.
But do numbers actually equal a win with all the changes that happen with all the anomalies? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Does it come down to tactics? Does it come down to the total volume of people? Does it come down to who can squeeze the advantage out of a Niantic change for the anomaly?
Well, there's always that's sweet. Somebody can find a role that that people overlook. But numbers, if numbers are even one way or the other, it tends to really does come down to tactics. If the numbers start lopsided, they play a real heavy impact. I mean, we've won being out. We won the original Cassandra outnumbered, but you start getting really outnumbered. I don't care what plan you have, what tactics, and how good the players are out there. The numbers just take their toll.
All right, guys, we got 4 minutes left before we got to turn this sucker off. So, any last parting thoughts, words, shout-outs, ideas?
I backed Fiorina. I had nothing to do with Trump.
Probably knocked her off the stage.
Just want that clear.
I want to throw a shout out to everybody in XFCC, Mexico, Germany, China, Netherlands, and everyone else over in the U.S. and Canada. Thank you for joining us and keeping Ingress awesome.
And shout out to all the squirrels that are out there. Keep them going. Bringing in a lot of new squirrel chapters in South America, so keeping me happy as the organization grows.
Shout out to all of my friends and all the players that actually play nice. Don't be jerks in the game. It's just that, a game. We have fun.
Love that.
Can I throw in? I just want to thank Barcode, Mike Nelson. He likes to keep his anonymity, but he brought me pupusas for Cinco de Mayo. Greatest thing ever created. His wife's amazing. So, but he doesn't like to be known by Mike Nelson. He goes strictly by a Barcode. They call him the agent. So don't ever mention his name as Mike Nelson. He gets really offended by that.
I think he's also the one in our chat room who's asking if you're wearing pants or not. So.
I'm gonna plead the fifth on that one. Before this started, I was, but
yeah, that's probably wise. All right, guys. Well, thanks for entertaining this crazy idea. I'm not sure that we accomplished whatever the hell it was we were going to try to accomplish, but it was fun. I had a good time.
I had fun.
So
we had fun. That's what we were trying to accomplish, right?
That's all that matters. Yeah, that's all that matters. So by my point total, though, I think I've got Kevin at 1,253, and the rest of you guys have 10. I'm not sure how that happened, but good points made, Kevin. Congratulations. Yes, you win the round for tonight.
I can't believe I scored.
That's probably not the only time you've said that.
I have no idea.
Now you gotta mail me a pupusa.
They're not getting out of the house, man. They're way good.
Cool.
So
All right, guys.
Just remember, it's Barcode, not Mike Nilsson on G+, not that guy. It's a Barcode.
I am going to mute you all. I didn't have to do this until just now, but with that, again, thanks for watching, and you can tune in now to Behind the Scanner, which is on the same channel somewhere. If you go to youtube.com/behindthescanner, which put it in your URL. They're going to be starting here in about a minute. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, drop me a line at info@behindthescanner.com. If you want to be a guest, you want to come on, we probably won't do it next week, but maybe the week after, just shoot me another invite. If you don't want one of these guys to come back, then let me know that as well. If you want one of these guys to come back, then let me know, and we'll have them come back. But that is info@behindthescanner.com. With that, peace out. Thanks, guys.